What's up, YouTube? Jeff, your Style OG. And on today's video, we're going to talk about the type of women you just might want to avoid. If you're new to the channel, we release a new video every day at 4 p.m. Eastern, discussing various men's lifestyle topics, such as style, grooming, and dating. I invite you to subscribe and ring that notification bell and join us. And to my returning friends, like Jason Torres, salute. Now, one of the mantras I often repeat to myself is that sometimes it's more valuable to know what not to do than what to do. And when it comes to women in dating, that's no different. And when it comes to women in dating, there's a lot of characteristics you might learn through trial and error you might want to steer clear of and be like Carl Lewis on the meter dash, Grand Poobah voice. So with that being said, on today's video, I'm going to go over about 10 types of women or so that you might want to avoid. Characteristics, habits, or personality traits or quirks that should have you thinking sometimes being single really ain't that bad. So without further ado, let's talk about the types of women you should avoid. Now, the first type of lady you might want to avoid, let's call her the comparative one. She's always trying to see how she measures up to the girl on Instagram or her circle of friends. Or worse yet, she's often comparing you to a rotten ex-boyfriend or a dad that never was around. You gotta stay away from her. She's only looking through you through muddied glasses. She can't see you for who you are. Please run away. The next young lady you might want to steer clear from, let's call her the constant complainer. You know, the one who's never happy or satisfied. She was hoping it rained when it's sunny outside. You're wearing jeans when she was hoping you'd have that suit on. You gotta steer clear from her. She's never gonna be happy. Everything's gonna be glass half empty when you're really a glass half full guy. Next up, in the list of ladies you want to avoid, let's call her the emotionally unavailable one. See, here's the thing. As much as a player you or I may be, we definitely want a deep, significant, long-term relationship, eventually. And the young lady that's emotionally available just won't be able to let you in. There's a wall up that you just can't climb over. So a lot of times, you know what? She's going to be the fun girl, the charming, seductive, playful one. But that's only skin deep. If you're looking for a real deep relationship, avoid the emotional unavailable young lady. Now, next up, we got to talk about a close cousin of the emotionally available one. But on the flip side, we're talking about the overanalyzer. You know, the one that has to break down every syllable of every word you say. Everything has a deeper meaning. Stay away from her. Unless you love organic chemistry, which is the first class I ever failed, by the way, please run the other way. She'll have you with paralysis by analysis. You'll analyze things so much, the relationship will never move. Now, the next young lady to be on the lookout for, that drama queen. Here's the thing. She only thrives if there's chaos. And you and I both know, life is tough and stressful enough on its own. Your relationship is supposed to be your happy place, your safe haven, and a respite from stress. The drama queen is the exact opposite. So unless you want some bags under your eyes, some sleepless nights, and that stomach ulcer, stay away from that drama queen. Now, next up on the list of the beautiful young ladies you want to steer clear from, we're talking about Miss I'm Always Right. You know the one, no matter what goes on, she's right and you're wrong. No accountability. The problem with this is, in life, especially in relationships, you have to compromise. You got to give a little and take a little. If you think you know everything, you're the person I'm afraid of, because you'll never learn and you have no adaptability. So no matter what you do, please stay away from Miss I'm Always Right. Next up, you knew we'd eventually get to this type of woman to avoid. Please stay away from the one who's constantly asking for your money. You know, the gold digger. Now, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with doing something nice for someone if you want to, if it's something you're comfortable doing and it's from your heart. If she's making you feel like an obligation and you feel taken advantage of, you probably are. So stay away from that gold digger. We're around here trying to be Style O.Gs, not no sucker MCs. Now, if you see this young lady as well, head for the hills. I'm talking about the immature, irresponsible young lady with no goals or priorities. Here's the thing. As grown adults, we should be developing, evolving, and chasing our goals as a couple and as individuals. If she's not striving for anything on her own, how is the relationship going to grow? So please stay away from somebody who has no dreams or aspirations. You're both going to remain stagnant as individuals and as a couple. Now, next up on the list of the beautiful young ladies I want you to stay away from is a close cousin to the one with no goals and priorities. I'm talking about the super clingy chick, the one who has nothing going on besides you in a relationship. Now I know how dope you are. Everybody should be mesmerized and just care about what you got going on. That doesn't make for a great relationship. The sum of your parts are supposed to be greater than they are individually. Your shared experiences and interests should come together, making you stronger and more well-rounded. A clinger who has nothing else going on just won't work. And last, but certainly not least, on the list of the women you might want to avoid, stay away from the insecure type. Here's the thing. Having some insecurities, that's part of the human condition. We all do. But having low self-esteem as your default position, that doesn't work. You trying to build her up and buffer her self-esteem will be emotionally draining, and you'll find yourself losing yourself in her and the relationship. So if someone is super insecure, they need to work on that before they get to you. That relationship you want to avoid. Okay, so there you have it. My guide to the type of women you just might want to avoid. Let me know in the comment section the type of women you try to steer clear of. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, hit that like button. It helps the channel to grow. And of course, join the notification squad so you don't miss any of the videos we release every day at 4 p.m. Eastern. And I'll meet you here tomorrow.